Hi, 30 years ago I was raptured when I was 18 and a half. I was laying in my bed asleep next to my girlfriend. It was 3 o'clock in the morning. I got woken up choking. A ghost or raised person with a different cone balance tried strangling me. I took his hands off my throat and then he raised his body and disappeared. I got out of the bed and there were flies above the bed. I turned the light on and I was in the attic bedroom of the third floor of my parents' house. I looked for mothball nests or somewhere where the flies come from, couldn't find anywhere. Got a magazine and started swatting them, and more just appeared from nowhere in the room, and there was an evil presence in the room. I felt like it was aimed just at me, and felt like if I hadn't got out of the room that I would have been killed. I got the door open after a struggle and ran down 3 flights of stairs into a book room, and without even thinking picked up a Bible, the Living Bible version, and ran into the cloakroom and thought, where shall I read from? The beginning is as good a place as any, and opened the book at Genesis and was reading it out loud for all my life was worth, and really reaching out in my emotions, feelings and thoughts to God. And when I got to the part in Genesis which said, let there be light, a massive bolt of energy come down my channel to myself, and I was teleported, raptured, transported to the universe. It happened faster than the speed of light, and then I was carried across the Milky Way galaxy, which took about 2 or 3 seconds, and I was taken to another place or planet. I didn't see the planet, but when I arrived there it was full of light, and at first I didn't see any people, I just saw the light, and then I started to find people there, and there was just love and healing and peace and only good things. There was no death, no suffering of any sort, just peace, love, light, and a tremendous sense of happiness and connectivity of all the people, where they had their minds or their life together. I started talking to them and they asked me if I wanted to stay, and I said I'd come back and help other people cross the finish line, as it were, to be with God. I was carried back across the Milky Way, and it took like 2 or 3 seconds, and on the way back to the Earth I saw the Earth in 3 dimensions or stages or of maybe evolution or spirituality. One was red, one was blue and green like the one that we see now, and one's gold. And I've been working towards a golden light planet with ascension and ascendedness for the last 30 years every day. After I come back to the Earth, I then found myself not in the cloakroom, but out in the hallway downstairs of my parents' house, and every single cell of my body became conscious and had its own mind. And then I found the thoughts telepathically of all of the human race worldwide. And since that time have grown through the interconnectivity and the oneness of life, to include first all the dogs and cats, and then birds, then fish, then plants and trees, then insects, then raised human life, what people would think of as ghosts that are alive, that are spiritual beings like us, just like us, and then the aliens that are here on the world that have got a different cone balance. On the internet it talks about chakras, cones, energy centres in the body and subtle energetic bodies. And it talks about raising kundalini,